Well, hello, my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? It's a little past that time of the month, but we've got our Salvinos JR Models Kit of the Month from the Builders Club. And, well, I'm a little late on this, but better late than never. This is the November one, and we're into December. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Let's take a look at this. Alright, everyone. Yeah, I have not been doing too many videos lately, and over the Thanksgiving holiday, I was doing something, and I'm going to show you what it is. I was a little preoccupied and busy with some different kind of model making, and I got a little blue on my finger right there from it. And we'll show you that in a little bit, but right now, let's take a look at what we got last month. I know I'm a little behind, but this is a really cool one. I was looking forward to this kit. Get it open. Really looking forward to this kit. Here we go. And the decal. I don't even know what decals we got. We got a cool sticker. There's Mia outside of the barn. Da-da-da. And let's take a look at the decals. But here it is. Another oldie, but goodie, man, from the 80s. I've been loving these Thunderbird kits coming out. And that is a really cool looking car. That's when Kyle Petty was driving for the Wood Brothers back in '87. Beautiful looking car. This, you know, will build into a very nice model kit. But let's take it out of here. And real quick, let's take a look at what decals we got this month. Ooh, we got some cool decals. Nice decals. Old decals, vintage decals. Hardy's decals. That one is for... That's for the 81 Le Mans. Got a set for the Buddy Baker 71 Dodge when he raced for Petty Enterprises, and another Darrell Waltrip sheet. A Pepsi. Got another one of those. These are really good. I like it. This was before they got dinged and couldn't do the Winston decal, so I always like getting these to have those Winston decals because they can't do that anymore, like for this kit, which it would be the Ron Winston decal, but we can source that if I was to build that kit. That's cool. Love having decals. That's a big part of it, getting those extra decals. That was a good one, man. This is from the old Monogram line. Monogram came out with these 87, 88 Ford Thunderbirds, not when they were running. They did these a little bit later. They took their old 83 to 86 kit that they put out for years and years and years. And we got these, I would say, they came in the double kit. That was about 1992 or 93 is when we finally got these 87 Fords from Monogram. And it is so cool because I really like these. I remember I think I showed it in a video a long time ago, like my junkyard. I was attempting to make one of these. In Scale Auto Enthusiast back in the day, they had a great demo on how to take the street 87 Thunderbird and combine it with the 83 Thunderbird from the NASCAR version and be able to combine them to make these. So there were resin bodies, and there were I tried to build one myself. It turned out pretty good, but I never got it completely done, and then I never bothered with it because Monogram came out with this kit in the early 90s. But it was a long time. We didn't have this body back in the 80s when we were into building these cars when they were on the track. It was kind of a bummer, and lo and behold, they came out with one, and they really built up into a really beautiful car. But it's the same old kit as the Thunderbird from the earlier 80s, and then they even eventually did... Later on in the 90s, they came out with the early square body, which was a real surprise that they did one at that point in time. It was 15 to 20 years old at the point when Monogram came out with it. I can't speak 100% on this, but I do believe that Salvinos JR models do have that body, and that might happen one day way down the line. But this is what they got, and pretty soon we'll be having the 83 to 86. And what I love about these, and I'm going to pop it open, what the heck, What I love about these, and I've talked about it a zillion times on this channel, is this is my favorite monogram chassis to use, even on the GM cars, because it's the old Banjo Matthews chassis. And monogram, Bob Johnson and the boys over there, they did such a beautiful job researching and really accurately doing these chassis back in the 80s. It's just a beautiful, beautiful model when you get done. Pretty accurate to what they really were like. And there we go. All white. It's all right. It's all white. It's cool, even though I took the red one and painted it white. The Davey Ellison one was a primarily white car, so been getting lucky. But yeah, Monogram did a beautiful job on these bodies. And if you go over here, check out how I painted that red car. The first one they did was the Coors car of Bill Elliott's, and I wanted to show that you could paint them white without any issues, so it really doesn't matter about the plastic. But, and there's those tires look really good. If you don't know, these aren't the tires you used to get with the Monogram kits back in the day. They did not get those molds when they purchased all these, so Jim had to redesign a new, very, very squishy, it's rubbery, but a nice new tire that is, no Goodyear on there. You put the stickers on, decals I should say. So you got good tires there. And these had the glass with them. There were no issues there. But there's that Banjo Matthews chassis that I just love. Rear steer Banjo Matthews chassis I talk about. Wow. And there's your really crisp, man. These molds are popping out the styrene really nice. Don't see a lot of flash, but we're pretty familiar with that chassis nowadays. And if you want to look at a full look at this kit, Jim does an unboxing of every kit that they come out with. At the end of this video, there is a link to their official website where Jim Rogers does all the unboxing. But this is what I want to take a look at. These wonderful decals. Holy cow. And then it even comes with some extra ones. Extra blue. So you can either paint it white and lay the decals down, or do it right onto the plastic. Even the grill, they do a nice job with the grill. But yeah, that's just a pretty car. I always like those. Citgo, I think, had a relationship with 7-Eleven, so this was kind of like the 7-Eleven paint scheme gone over with Citgo when they kind of took over the whole gas station end of 7-Eleven. So they kind of kept that look, that even like the earlier cars, you saw some of the drag cars like Bob Clinton had the 7-Eleven sponsorship and stuff, and they had that paint scheme. I always loved that. It's red, white, and blue. It just makes for a cool looking race car. You can't lose with that. Beautiful decals. These are super nice kits. They are out and available for order. You can go over to Salvinos JR Models website. As you see right there. There you go. Go on over to the website. You can order these. They're ready to order. If you have a local hobby shop that carries Salvinos JR models, I'm sure this kit is starting to get onto their shelves. So there it is. That is the kit of the month we got. We've got some really cool kit of the months coming. There's one I'm really super excited about. Cannot wait for. We'll talk about that one later. But it's another really cool classic oldie one. And I'm really excited for that. But that's what's cool about being in this Builders Club. You can go on over the website, get all your information from the website on joining the Builders Club if you want to get involved. There's a lot involved with it. You get a kit, great deal on the kit. And they are add-ons, other kits. They're specific kits that every month we can purchase along with when we're getting this. If you put it in by a certain time of the month, you will get as many kits, or if you want even extras of whatever the kit of the month is, you can get as many kits as you need, and you don't have to pay any extra shipping. So that really, really helps out. Really cool with being in the club. A nice little perk. Not to mention you're getting a great deal on the original kit and the kits that you add on. And we get a stack of decals and a great relationship with everyone, a cool club, our own Facebook group that you have to be in the club to be a part of, and you also get the Tuesday night little gathering we do for an hour on Facebook. It's a lot of fun, great group of people, lots of knowledge on that Facebook group about NASCAR and the NASCAR race cars. And if you're building these and you don't know much about these cars and you want to do some accurate stuff, you get onto that one and you're going to get good people who got their knowledge on these cars, build beautiful models, and don't have any attitudes. And it's great, man. It's just a nice, friendly atmosphere, void of any conflict or drama. So, there you go. Go over to salvinosjrmodels.com. Check it out. And remember, go on over to Salvinos JR Models. You just put that into their Facebook page. And every Saturday morning, there's a little hour show for everyone to listen to. It's open to anyone. You'll usually find me there, and we're going video, so you're going to start seeing my face. You've seen my face. I'm sorry. You've seen Jim's face, but you're going to start seeing Rick's face, and that's a face no one's seen too much of. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see. So this next Saturday is going to be our first video feed with all of us on it, so that should be a lot of fun. Check it out. That is usually time-wise about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But go over there and check on the Facebook page just to make sure. Usually we send out the notices on all the groups, and you'll see it on my group. So there we go. Total lots of fun. Great-looking race car. That is a beautiful car. I really like that car a lot. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And let me show you something. Well, I've been kind of not around. I got involved with this thing called the Turkey Shoot. You might have heard us talking about it on the Facebooks. It's hosted by our friends over at the Modeling Insanity podcast over on their group. If you haven't listened to that podcast, you really need to check it out. Very informative, very entertaining, very funny. But the whole point of the Turkey Shoot is we start on early Thursday morning on Thanksgiving weekend and go all the way to midnight on Sunday. And you got to build something that you don't normally build. Well, you know what I built this weekend? I actually finished a model, everyone. A Tamiya aircraft. I love Corsairs, and it's kind of, I built it in just a few hours, really. I only had a few hours a day to work on it. I probably spent about 4 or 5 hours a day over those 4 days. But I love Corsairs, and I wanted to have a airplane built to hang up on my ceiling behind me when you watch some of our podcasts and stuff. And it was fast, but I had a really good time. It was neat, out of my wheelhouse, and I have been wanting to build a Corsair for a long time. And it definitely told me one thing. This was the Tamiya Birdcage Corsair 1/48 scale, and holy cow, I had such a good time. I am going to check out the bottom. I am going to get another one of these kits and really take my time and build a really nice one day. I got a couple of cars to finish first, but that's what I was working on. This is just a hang up on my ceiling in my model room, because I've been doing model building for 40 some years, and it just seems like no matter what you build, it's appropriate in your model room to have some airplanes hanging. So it's about time. After 40 years, I think I need an airplane hanging from my ceiling in my model room. It just seems to be the right thing to do. I've never did it. I didn't do it as a kid. And this is still loose. Got to put some glue on it. I'm going to take a little extra thin. Oh boy, here we go. This could be a disaster. I'm just going to... I have been having a hard time getting that to hold in there. I keep knocking it. Look at me building an airplane model on the channel. Holy cow. There we go. I was putting it in backwards. It actually was a backwards thing. There we go. I fixed my airplane on the channel. How about that? But yeah, this was a lot of fun. It isn't beautiful. It's quick build. But I got to know these kits. I highly recommend them if you're interested in building aircraft kits. To me, is definitely the way to go. Really, it's fun. And I built it where I wanted the landing gear up because it's going to be up in the air. But this model, you can build it with the wings folded up and the gear down. And I lost, funny story real quick I'll tell you, because this is related to Salvinos JR models. So if you all know, when I was doing the 48-hour build and I was trying to get that Kyle Larson IndyCar done, I ended up dropping a part of the front wing. And that was frustrating to me. And lo and behold, I still haven't finished that one. I will be busting it out. But I got a replacement from Jim Rogers. That was really nice of him. Also, remember I blew a decal away because I thought I was using Mark Fit for the decals, but I did my old maneuver and I used, yeah, we talk about that. Stop laughing at me. I do that sometimes. So I lost that piece, but I did get a replacement, which is really cool. But here we go on one of those just a few hour builds. You got, a weekend to build a model, and I had the doors here for the landing gear, rear landing gear, assembled, put together so that I would put them on this. I set them right here, and when I finally went to go grab them, they had vanished, poofed, gone. I'm on the floor looking. I'm looking in boxes that are underneath my desk and all that. I never found it. That's why it's wide open there. Well, guess what I did find? Yep, you bet. I found that IndyCar piece. Right. Great. Fantastic. So that's my story. So I guess the trick is for me to find those doors, I'm going to have to get involved in another one of those quick marathon, fast sprint builds, drop a part, lose it for that car or kit or whatever I'm building so that I can find the doors to this. I don't know. By then, it's going to be up on the ceiling and it's not coming back down. So there it is. That's what I've been working on. We got our nice little, I like it from this side. I really love it. Was cool doing the fading and all that, but I love these airplanes. Big fan of the Corsair. Love this airplane. I just think that is such a cool look. Those gull wings, the whole thing. I just have always really loved these planes. I always used to say, I'll build any airplane model as long as it's a Corsair, which is kind of a lie because the next airplane model I do build is I got the Iron Maiden Spitfire. I got to build that for Felix. He's still a huge Iron Maiden fan, and we still got to get that one done. That's one I want to take some time on and really make it nice. But this one, it is what it is. Going to look great up on the ceiling. And I completed a model this weekend. That's why you never heard from me. So that's it. I'm glad you guys checked in with me. We're back on track. It's December now. Hope you had a great holiday. We got another big holiday coming with Christmas. Cool things are happening. Felix has put in his order to Santa. I sent that off. Santa said I got it. And what he wants is Gundam models. As you saw in that last video, that we got that Gundam kit for him, and we're getting the paints, and we're getting him set up with his own table, and he's going to go to town building Gundam models now, and he's really into it. But he's also still wanting to build some model cars. He's got a Camaro he wants to finish, and he was on me about that. But anyways, that's it for today. That's the start of the last month of the year, December. The Christmas holidays going. We got the lights up on the house somewhat. It's getting Christmassy around here, and I'm getting into that spirit. So we're going to have some fun videos this month, and we got some cool things coming up and cool things to show you. So that's it. I'm going to get out of here, and, well, I'm going to probably do maybe some model building today, and it's going to be model cars. I'm back to the cars. I got to get on to my USAC build. That's coming along really good. We have a video coming out with that. And why do we build these model cars? It's a simple answer, and you know it. It is because they're fun, right? Here's the producers.